Fix It Tony here. So I bought the DYU electric bike, 48 volt. It has a 20 amp hour battery. Changed out the tires with these HEBs, Allscapes. The tires these come with, they're super thin, and even little thorns will actually puncture them. I did switch out the seat with a better seat. You see that in the description. Also, the tires will be in the description. I did also switch the bar out. This is a little bit of a motorcycle bend. It's a lot better. The other one's flat. You have to lean into it. So this worked out a lot better. And I put an adjustable stem on it too. So this bike, it says, works as a commuter, which is fantastic because I would like to use it just to get around town, save some money in gas. Oh yeah, I also did put the spring seat in too. That does help with not getting so much abuse on your back when going over curbs and stuff. So, and the headlight, sorry. I had to switch out to the better headlight. With that all said, DYU says this will do 30 to 60 miles depending if you use pass assist. This has a twist throttle, which is really nice. I'm going to use full power. I'm going to take it for a ride and see how much range we can get out of this thing. I'm not going to pedal. It's going to be strictly under this. It is really windy today, as you can probably hear in the background. So I'll be heading into the wind, which will put some strain on it, and then heading back, it'll be with the wind at my back. So it should cancel out. So we're going to go ahead and go in here, turn it on, or turn our headlight on, just for safety reasons. See, that's on. Perfect. So we can see right there our trip meter 0, and we'll get started. All right, so we're here. A couple quick observations. The wind's blowing about 30 miles an hour. With the bike on its own full power, it's doing about 17, 18 miles an hour. So I started pedaling a little bit to assist it to get it up to 22, 23. So right now we're at 4.8 miles. Still showing full. So we'll see how much longer we can go. I'm going to do what I need to do here. Then we'll get it back on the road or ride back and see where we are battery-wise. So I decided to cut across the desert here, just kind of show what the suspension can do. With the wind's at our back, going through dirt. With the seat post, the spring seat post, and with the front fork, pretty good. The tires do have a lot of pressure in them. I aired them up, so they weren't really set up that nice for off-road, but still working pretty good. Riding just where we want to stop. So I cut through the desert here. So with the soft sand earlier, that was doable, but a challenge. You definitely got to air down the tires to do something like that. I'll just run through this little dirt road. So it's been kind of variable. Sorry about the wind, it is very windy out here. But the trail we took was pretty variable. It was on-road, off-road, bumpy, no inclines, but lots of wind. The wind definitely put a load on the bike. But I'm riding with one hand here, it's still very doable. It kind of walks a little bit when you hit the brakes with one hand. It's still manageable. Not the greatest, but it's manageable. I usually bring my dirt bike through here, and it soaks it up really nice. Obviously the dirt bike has considerably better suspension. Now we have some people dumping trash out here, which adds some nice obstacles for us to try to avoid. It's always fun. May have to voice over some of this because I'm guessing it's going to be really staticky with the wind. But we're moving right along at about 20 miles an hour through all this. Got some whoops up here. Let's slow down for these. We'll cut across here so we get out here. This is soft right here, but again, still manageable. Nothing crazy. And we'll just pop through here. Up to the trail. And we're back on the road again. I just wanted to show you guys how it did off-road. Add a little more distance. The battery now is showing half under load, but when we take the load off, the battery shows more. So, going to be curious to see where we're at the end of the ride. I'm guessing we're probably going to be close to 3/4. Approach our stop sign. When we stop up here, we'll take a look and see what the battery does. Cutout seems to be cutting out early. I'm not really sure why that's happening. Should be cutting out 28. It's cutting out around 24, 25-ish. So we're stopping again, just what I thought. We have 3/4. All right, got traffic going, we're good. Give a little extra boost to get through here. So definitely a good commuter. You're just trying to do a short little 10-mile loop or something like that. This is more than enough. Winds at our back right now. We're full throttle with the hand throttle, 23 miles an hour. Bike lane's back here. You can feel it pull back. You can watch the wattage drop down. It's doing 23.5, so it's kind of bizarre that's happening early. Yeah, just cut out for a second. All right, so we abruptly stopped that video because I thought the police officer, he beat me, but he ended up having a dog in the car that accidentally popped the horn. So anyway, usually police do not bug you on these ones. They're not fast enough. It's not the high level ones with 1,000-watt motors, so they usually leave you alone. So right now we're showing 3/4 battery. Under load, it drops to half, which is normal for these. 4.8 miles, so we're about 10 miles and we use about 3/4, so 30 miles is what I'm guessing this thing's gonna end up doing. I'm going to take it out a few more times and I'll video that, and we'll just see what we get. We'll just keep adding up the mileage because again, it reset when I turned it off, unfortunately, but we'll just add the two together to kind of get where we're at. But overall, it's doing pretty good. Build quality is decent, not the greatest. Brakes, fortunately, these need to be adjusted. They make a ton of noise. They're on when they're not supposed to be on. I am glad I upgraded the light because the light on here that was on here was pathetic. They put out light, but it wasn't that great. The forks seem to be decent, but again, the quality, I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. There's a pretty substantial gap there, so dirt and grit is going to get in there. But again, they cover this for a year, so if this starts becoming a problem, we're going to go ahead and pull it off and cover it under warranty. But we'll see what happens there. It got kind of dirty going off-road. The mud flaps did what they're supposed to do. Kept dirt off my back. The seat post, if you don't have one of these, get one. Oh my God, it makes a world of difference. The seat, again, I'm gonna have this on in the description of where you can get the seat. It works great. Also, I'm gonna show you where you can get this, because again, you can tune it to where you want it. These flat grips, I wasn't a fan at first, but they're pretty good. Twist throttle, very, very good. I'm a big fan of that. I did also put, and these aren't rated that high, but again, if you have a kid with you, you can have them. We got in the back, you have some pegs back here. I wouldn't recommend putting an adult back there, but so far so good. We'll give her another ride. We'll get some more miles on her, and we'll see what this battery ends up doing.